Anthony Chang, the famous Malaysian prophet, is the one who has made the most accurate prophecies in modern history. He declared that the next 20 years will be humanity's final limit, starting from 2024. According to him, heaven has granted humanity 20 years of stability. From 2024, the next 20 years will be a completely different world beyond our imagination. Then the period of fire from 2024 to 2043 will be deeply engraved in human memory. So, what is the period of fire? What kind of terrible disasters will it cause? Let's explore together in today. Malaysian prophet Anthony Chang said that the period is a new era of change. A major transformation where we cannot predict what bad things will happen. The period is an extremely important upcoming time. Currently, all of humanity has no time to delay. We must race against time. Always be prepared, use good strategies to avoid evil and welcome good. Utilize heavenly timing to transform the situation. If humans remain stubbornly deluded and act against heavenly principles, repeating mistakes continuously, then the end will come closer. We are about to enter an unprecedented parallel world. This high-speed train has no turning back. If not careful, one will fall into a bottomless abyss and lose their life. It is a world without boundaries, a world without national borders. Those who flee will soon be eliminated. Those who comply will also struggle to survive. Only those who know how to change will be the sole surviving species in the future. This is the message Anthony Chang always wants to convey in his videos. So, what is the period? What is heavenly timing like? The theory of heavenly timing originates from stars and the universe. The operational laws of stars create magnetic field changes, also affecting Earth's energy field. In the solar system, the planet with the largest volume is Jupiter. Ancient people called Jupiter the Grand Duke. Jupiter's mass is 11 times that of Earth, its volume 1321 times. Jupiter takes 11.86 years to orbit the Sun. The second largest planet in the solar system is Saturn. With a volume 764 times that of Earth, it takes 29.45 years to orbit the Sun. While orbiting the Sun, on average every 19.86 years, these two planets converge, forming an alignment state. Thus, Earth's energy field is reset, opening a new period. Ancient people called this 20-year convergence cycle one period. 3 periods form one cycle. That is 60 years. Therefore, one cycle equals 180 years. Hence, the law of 3 cycles and 9 periods. The cycles and periods of heavenly timing are not superstition at all. They represent world trends, culture, and the subtle evolution of situations. We have just ended the period of 3, from 2004 to 2023. The period of 3 corresponds to the 10 trigram and the 8 trigrams, belongs to Earth and the 5 elements, representing stabilizing energy. People easily notice industries like real estate and architecture, which belong to Earth, flourish during this time. The assets of most countries increased like the tide. Additionally, the 10 trigram also represents young men. Besides the continuous emergence of youth-suited professions, all industries tend to become younger. Naturally, young and middle-aged men seem to achieve success and gain advantages more easily. By 2024, the world will begin to enter the period of fire. This is actually the calculation of the later heaven period. According to the earlier heaven period, since 2017, the energy of the period of fire has appeared, officially starting from 2024. The earlier and later heaven periods coincide, then the period of fire energy will reach another peak, lasting 20 years until 2043. Anthony Chang said he predicts global sudden changes will occur, leaving humans unprepared. He reiterated in previous videos that he frequently warned people COVID-19 was a precursor sign of the period of fire. What we must face in the future is the real challenge, meaning subsequent events will be many times more terrifying than COVID-19. Let's see what Anthony Chong. The number 9 corresponds to the Li trigram in the Nagua. The Nagua consists of 8 trigrams: Qian, Gui, Li, Zhen, Xuan, Han, Zhen. Among them, the Li hexagram is the only one belonging to the fire element in the 5 phases. Fire is both. We can see fire but cannot hide it away. Fire is easily extinguished but can also quickly ignite and destroy everything. Anthony Chong commented that among the 5 elements of the original hexagram's fortune, fire is the most dangerous. The reason is that the fire element, representing the origin of disease, is the driving force that propels the world forward. But humans have no way of controlling the fierce energy of fire. The ancients often said, "Do not foolishly play with fire." Anthony Chong continues to explore fire love from a scientific and technological. Fire represents science and technology as a double-edged sword. It can propel world civilization to its peak, while gradually dragging humanity into the grave. Environmental pollution, ecological imbalance, climate change, harsh weather, virus mutations, avoiding conflicts, and hidden concerns about nuclear issues. Currently, humanity is finding more and more reasons to bring about its own destruction. From a macro perspective, the rapid progress of AI technology could completely transform the world's civilizational structure that has been established for thousands of years. History will be redefined, and the value system reflecting the human heart will completely disappear. Looking back from 100 years ago to the present 21st century, history has followed the evolutionary laws of nature and experienced numerous rises and falls: world war, great scientific revolution, and economic balance of power. Finally, the celestial beings sold us 20 years of Earth love, relatively stable. Whether we can seize the opportunity of the Earth's fortune or not, time is a luxury we can never hold on to. In the coming year, peace and prosperity can only be found in history books. Anthony Chong affirmed that the world of former figure skaters is something we cannot imagine. He also suggested that humanity will enter an era of illusion in the future. The intensive expansion of virtual technologies will change everything. Virtual reality technologies, abbreviated as VR, mixed reality abbreviated as MR, and augmented reality abbreviated as AR. Virtual electrolytes and home entertainment technology will become extremely popular. Simply put, the scenario in virtual reality is that both objects and characters are fictional. It can transplant human consciousness into another space. Then there will be the emergence of countless new virtual technologies, completely transforming the normal state of human life. Here, it is worth mentioning that the virtual metaverse universe had been announced previously. This virtual universe has announced the imminent arrival of the metaverse. The Malaysian bird prophet promises that in the future, they will provide more specific predictions on this topic. Another change that Anthony Chan mentioned is the Great Monetary Revolution. According to him, the scalability of blockchain technology and centralized fees are due to the fire of metal. Kim will face a very significant change, and Kim is a representative in the financial industry, meaning that in the future, the traditional media industry will face significant threats. If we don't start transforming immediately, we will inevitably be eliminated in the future. So, what will the direction of the transformation be? Anthony Chan believes that the world's trend will completely follow the virtual technology of the opportune time and fate. For example, electronic banking and virtual currency. He predicted that virtual and electronic money would completely replace real money in the next 20 years. In this process, the poor can suddenly become rich quickly. The rich can lose everything and be left with nothing. The world will witness many great monetary revolutions. The original structure of the economic system will be severely damaged. It is surprising that Anthony Chan's predictions and the prophecies in the Book of Revelation have many similarities. Revelation chapter 13 says that it performs such great signs that it even causes fire to come down from heaven to earth in the sight of people, and by these signs. What will it do? It deceives the inhabitants of the earth. The name of this prophet caused everyone to be sealed, especially with a certain mark on their hand or forehead. No one will be able to buy or sell unless they have the mark of the beast's name. Of course, here is the translation. To rationalize transactions and create a widely accepted economic system, the unified digital currency in nature could pave the way for betrayers, possessing supreme control over global commerce. We see this trend strongly emerging in late 2023 and predict it will be perfected in 2024. Additionally, according to Anthony Chong, transportation vehicles and cars belong to the metal realm. Just like the principle of fire overcoming metal, cars will face a major development revolution. First, autonomous vehicle technology will be skillfully and widely used. Human-driven vehicles will only exist in backward countries. Second, the fuel shortage situation will become increasingly severe. Gasoline cars will be eliminated, completely replaced by electric vehicles. Third, flying cars will be a major trend. The world's future transportation system will be reshaped. Naturally, during the development process, the world will certainly experience great chaos. Humans will also explore more of outer space. The race among countries will shift from Earth to other planets. Space exploration is the main political confrontation. Since the 1950s, the US-Soviet Cold War has driven the space race. In the future, many countries will compete to explore planets, seeking new habitats for humanity, with the aspiration to migrate into outer space. Whether that dream is achievable or not, dominating territory and seizing celestial resources will be the main strategy. Many small countries will become targets of coercion, forced to join space-capable nations, and from there, lose their autonomy. Among many countries, basic mutual trust has been lost. Promises have become beautiful lies at the beginning of alliances. Therefore, in the future, the globe might only have a few major alliances left. The world map and alliance relationships will be redefined. Tense conflicts, wars erupt. Additionally, artificial intelligence, abbreviated as AI, is a major leap in modern technology. It is a type of machine intelligence originally programmed by humans, then performing calculations through complex programs, generating awareness and learning capabilities, and then exhibiting intelligence that mimics human thinking. Future artificial intelligence technologies will develop at lightning speed. Information volume can develop without relying on humans. Additionally, the leading artificial intelligence is the supercomputer. It can link big data, blockchain, and the internet. Simultaneously, it can connect with global computers, objects, and electronic systems. Its capabilities will exceed human limitations. According to predictions, the transformation of artificial intelligence will be innate, leading to the domination and overthrow of the future world for the following two reasons. First, future humanity will have no privacy. Big data control will become a ticking time bomb and an important asset worldwide. We will have to live forever in the prison of technology, with no way to turn back. Second, artificial intelligence will replace most human jobs, causing a global wave of unemployment. In the widespread unemployment trend, humanity is gradually losing the instinct, and instead of exchanging effort for rewards, turning to the virtual world and technology to obtain bargaining chips, even resorting to robbery and invasion. In a century where human hearts are distorted, human life becomes even less valuable. The transformative power of former fortunes far exceeds what we imagine. The future is a world we have never known. The vast infinite universe expands into different parallel spaces. In this video, Anthony Chong makes predictions about technological development. Moreover, the world situation in the next 20 years will change unpredictably, with many ups and downs, instability, turmoil, and insecurity. Many people may think that all of this will happen in 2024. However, the energy of the unfavorable period has actually existed and is becoming increasingly evident. In 2022 and 2023, we witnessed further transformative shifts in the climate. Like floods, soil pollution and fires occur more frequently. The Cyclical also emphasized that this is not a post-COVID-19 phenomenon, but it is the prelude to a turn of fortune from heavenly timing. When it comes to celestial phenomena, we cannot overlook the predictions of the upcoming disaster by Indian prodigy Prophet Anand. You also rely on observing Jupiter and Saturn to predict the future. On September 8, 2023, Anand once again announced a prophecy about a disaster that will occur in the next 2 years. You said you observed the night sky and discovered that Mars had entered the constellation Leo. The attribute of the Leo sign is Earth. Therefore, after combining it with the astrological chart, you came to the conclusion that, in early 2024, at the latest by May, there will be potential natural disaster risks. With a similar magnitude to the earthquake in Turkey in February 2023. As we know, this prophecy has been 100% accurate. On the very first day of 2024, in Ishikawa Prefecture, Japan, a 7.5 magnitude earthquake occurred, causing severe loss of life and property. Anand does not only provide short-term disaster forecasts, you also made predictions about the future of the world. You said, according to Vedic astrology, the fate of human society undergoes cyclical changes. 20 years is a small cycle. 20 minor cycles form a major cycle lasting 400 years. With each such cycle, momentous events occur in the world. From that point, all of humanity will cross a major turning point. The most important thing is to observe Jupiter and Saturn, the two largest celestial bodies in the solar system. Every 20 years, they will coincide once. Compatibility refers to the phenomenon observed by astrologers from Earth. Jupiter and Saturn were discovered to be very close to each other, so close that they completely overlap. Every 400 years, Saturn and Jupiter will be closest to each other. This event will bring about major fluctuations and changes to human society. The world today is already within these great changes. And it gives some examples to explain the compatibility of Saturn and Jupiter. What changes will it bring to human society? Anand explained that more than 820 years ago, in 1204, Saturn and Jupiter once met, and humanity had to face massive global changes. After Genghis Khan unified the Mongol tribes and established the Mongol Empire in 1206. Within 50 years after that, the Mongol Empire from the Mongolian steppes expanded its territory everywhere. Genghis Khan's horses almost conquered any civilized country they encountered. Whether it was ancient China, Afghanistan, Persia, or the Arab Empire in the Middle East, all the countries around the Caspian Sea must surrender. Anand also uses the rise of the Mongol Empire to explain the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter. More than 1,200 years ago brought changes to the world. So what about the next conjunction? In 1600, the British East India Company was established and created the first trading connection point between Europe and Asia and India. By 1604, the English and the French had established settlements in North America, beginning the colonization of North America. Like the Mongol Empire, the British Empire also made continuous efforts to expand globally. 150 years after entering India, they had turned the Mughal emperor into a puppet. In 1876, Queen Victoria was crowned. This was the first time a British monarch was given the title of Empress. Then, the United Kingdom was officially called the British Empire. The Mongol Empire dominated the world through military strength. Meanwhile, the British Empire relied on the power of ships and artillery due to the Industrial Revolution. It was the largest empire ever to exist on Earth. In 1913, at its peak, the British Empire ruled a quarter of the world's population, with territories spanning every time zone and covering a quarter of the land area. When the sun set in one place, it rose in another. It was an empire on which the sun never set. Anand said that this situation is about to change, because in 2024, we once again witness the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter. According to Anand, in 2004, the new 400-year cycle would begin. However, this pivotal event would appear 16 years after the cycle started. That is the COVID-19 pandemic. COVID-19 brought unprecedented global isolation, and Anand predicts that this marks the beginning of humanity entering the gateway of the 400-year cycle. These 400 years are a nearly golden age, but humanity must undergo some purification processes before transitioning to a more prosperous era. Next, Anand began predicting the 20-year minor cycle, from 2024 to 2043. He repeatedly emphasized that after the COVID-19 outbreak in 2020, the world laid the groundwork to restart the next 20 years. We will never have peace, the world will fall into chaos. Let us wait and see what comes in 2024, whether it is a blessing or a curse.